afternoon, friends, and welcome back to the Purple Mountain for our next Kiahannah video that I'm going to take you through this afternoon from myself here at the Purple Mountain this afternoon. I send you much love and many blessings, and from myself and from Chris, we all send you much love and upliftment from the Purple Mountain White Turtle Lodge here in Fleetwood. Just going to wait a couple of minutes, my friends, for those to come up. The weather is a little bit cooler today, it's a little bit windier today, but we've been very, very lucky actually with the warm weather over these past 3, 4, 5 weeks. I have been told that the weather will be changing. It's great to have a bit of a downpour that will help the plants and the trees and Mother Earth to wash away some of those insecurities. So it's great to have a good downpour that's going to come up next couple of days. I know those that are just logging on now, I'll send you much love from myself and from Chris at the Purple Mountain. And today we're going to have a wonderful afternoon, 60 minutes of true bliss of Kiahannah. We're going to do some breathing exercises, and we're going to do some Kiahannah exercises, and they were shown direct from Spirit and they're fantastic. And what we're going to do today, we're going to do working on the brown chakra, which is based in the coccyx area, and then we're going to work on the root chakra. So we're going to be looking at things that are going to ground us and root us to the ground, to Mother Earth, to really center us and reconnect ourselves to the circle of life. And we're going to begin by doing some breathing exercises, and they are fantastic, these breathing exercises. They're a stepping stone, what I call stepping stone to meditation. So that's quintessentially important part. So those that are wanting to learn about meditation or are struggling with meditation, then try to encompass breathing techniques into your pre-preparation, and that will assist you in your meditation so that you're able to go deeper within your meditations. And something that we promote here at the Purple Mountain, the White Turtle Lodge, the importance of meditation and the many physical, mental and spiritual benefits of meditation. And we try to incorporate meditation and breathing exercises in all our classes, circles, workshops, because of its great benefit of connecting. Often people talk about connecting with spirit, and I think the first spirit you need to connect with is your own spirit. We talk about love. You've got to learn about love. You've got to learn to love thyself. So everything begins with self, and everything will then radiate out. Okay. I'd like to just quickly mention as well, before we get officially started, there's been a lot of confusion with a lot of the advisement that's been brought forward by the government and the many ministers. And I think it's important. I'm not going to delve into those guidelines. That's not the point of the video today, as I do want to say to you to remain positive. And I think you just got to remain positive, level-headed, send out your love and your light out. It's very easy to get confused and to get angry, to get frustrated, and just send out your love. Everything's happening for a reason and purpose. It's all part of our learning as a country, as a race, as a human race. We've all got to learn these lessons, and learning these lessons are not always easy. And it's very easy to judge, very easy to be impatient and be intolerant. So please, I say to you, wherever you're at home, don't write anything negative on Facebook. It's not worth feeding that fear. It's not worth getting yourself frustrated or anxious, and it will just cause further upset within your own spirit. And that's energy that you're sending out to the universe. That's the energy that you're sending out, and just remain to be positive. So just send out your love to your politicians if you can. Send out your love to the leaders of the world. They're very much needed at this moment in time. So everything's happening for a reason. Okay, my friends. I'd like to also mention as well, which is rarely discussed in my opinion in the media or in many other places, is trying to promote, and we began this journey many years ago. Something that we promote here at the White Turtle Lodge is the importance of the immune system and its benefits of protecting the immune system and things that compromise the immune system. And I think it's a great opportunity, and Spirit often call it a great opportunity, because that's what it is. It's an opportunity for us to reflect, to look within and make amendments with us, within ourselves, mentally, physically and spiritually, and change our old habits and look at our temptations, because we can all, each one of us, we can all better ourselves, and by looking after ourselves better, the body will then look after us. So remember, the body, very, very simply, is thy temple, and if you look after your temple, the temple will look after you. You know, the virus is very, very much out there in the world, and it's about remaining positive, optimistic, and keeping your vibrations high as possible. And that's very important. I'm just going to talk to you, not too long, because I want to do more practical things with you this afternoon. That's what it's all about. It's all about engaging with us mentally, physically and spiritually, and bringing that relaxation using breath work and meditation and Kiahannah techniques. And hopefully you'll feel really, really relaxed after the 60 minutes. But just a couple of things just to be vigilant about as well, my friends. There are many things that what you can do at home. So don't wait before you're ill. Don't wait before your immune system's compromised. It's about preventing preventing the illness before it happens. So it's very, very important to remember that everybody can do something at home. If that's by drinking more water, that's a fundamental. Drink 2 to 3 litres of water per day. That will help the immune system, that helps the nervous system, that helps all the organs, helps the brain, helps the overall optimum health of the physical body. Other things such as meditation, self-healing practices, they are very, very important part as well, that also benefit the improvement and protection of the immune system. A plant-based diet, having enough sleep, your personal hygiene, managing stress or managing chronic stress, exercise, herbal teas, a plant-based diet, different forms of walking, going on your bike and swimming. There are excellent forms of protecting the immune system. So if you're not doing any of those things, try to incorporate them every day, even if it's 5-10 minutes each day. And what happens then, you're disciplining yourself and it becomes a routine. Things that hinder your immune systems are things like alcohol, saturated fats and sugars, smoking, obesities, poor diet, all forms of prescription drugs. They all hinder basically the immune system. So we can all do things to protect ourselves physically, mentally and spiritually. And there's lots of information that we teach here at the White Turtle Lodge. We run weekly and monthly healing classes. That it's not just about spiritual healing, it's about physical healing. And the physical healing is things like looking after the body through diet, sleep, rest. And that's something that we teach here at the White Turtle Lodge. So hopefully once we're back open, we'll be running these classes once again, and they've been extremely successful trying to inspire other people, try to awaken other people in their health and their well-being. So I'm hoping that you're going to be part of that journey, and there's a great awakening happening in the world today, and you're part of that. And if we like it or not, we have to go with the flow of the river. We can't force it. We've got to allow it to happen naturally. Okay, and it's like a great purging that's happening in the world today, and seeing it from an outsider, and I feel like I've been pretty much awakened for quite a long time now. You know, in the very beginning I used to get very frustrated with people and very intolerant, but you just got to be very patient, as people were very patient with me in the very beginning. So shall we get started now, my friends? So make sure that you're in a nice quiet place if you can. We don't always have a meditation room wherever we are at home. I'm very lucky here at the centre at the Purple Mountain. We've got a designated, what we call circle room, where we host classes and meditation sanctuaries here. So it's a great, what I call a sacred space, a space that we've created to hold the space for other people to come here to receive to self-healing. So it's not just holding space or creating space, or the sacred space. It's not just physically, it's spiritual as well. I've done some smudging, I've got some nice meditation music on, I've got candles, the lighting, the air. So it's all part of what we call chi and the movement of energy. And you can, wherever you're at home, you can create your own sacred space, and lots of different forms of equipment that is available out there that's part of that process. Smudging bowls, some herbs. When we did the Native American Indian video yesterday, we did some smudging. and we might do future videos on the different types of herbs that you can use, different forms of herbs for different things like white sage, sweetgrass, lavender, valerian. There's thousands of different herbs that we can use to smudge our sacred space, and what we call preparing the sacred space as well. So the next 60 minutes, what we're going to do, we're going to prepare that journey, prepare that sanctuary, so we're able to sit in that sanctuary, sit in that sacred space without any interruptions. So remember, everything is about energy. Energy doesn't just come from within us, it's all around us, all vibrating at different frequencies. And what we want to create a space of high frequency, high vibration. And that's by making sure that your sacred space is clean, it's tidy, it's prepared. You know, you can put plants, some spiritual pictures up, make sure it's nice and clean and tidy. You've got some incense sticks burning, some candles, a bit of music. And you can use that sacred space if that's, you've got a spare bedroom, or in your bedroom, or in your front room, or in your conservatory. Create a corner of your room wherever you've got a bit of extra space at home, and create a bit of a chair and put a nice cushion on, and just create that space. And that will be your little sacred space that you can use when you watch these videos at home. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about the knowledge that I'm teaching, just on the surface of knowledge, then please message us at the Purple Mountain page here, and I can send you free of charge any information on some of the immunity advisements that we've got here at the Purple Mountain, or any of the information regarding the sacred space and creating sacred space. So we're happy to share that knowledge, because that's what it's about. It's about sharing the knowledge with everybody. So I send you again many blessings and much love. So what we're going to do now, make sure that you're nice and comfortable. Now with the breathing exercises, you can do this as you stood up, or you can do this sat down. So it's totally up to you. So make sure you're nice and comfortable, and that's very, very important. I'd like to mention as well, somebody did ask me a question of the week regarding what you're wearing, and I would recommend, when you watch these videos, when you do the Kiahannah videos, to stay away from wearing jeans, because jeans can restrict the energy flow of what we call the abdomen or the legs. So it's about feeling very free. That's why I wear these very colourful pants, a bit of a baggy t-shirt, sometimes like wearing a vest, and it's just the flow of energy. It just feels, so I've got no jewellery on, I've got my glasses because I need to see, I've got no earrings, no jewellery on. It's just nice and flow, and it's just the nice flow of called chi and energy within me, and I can just flow like bamboo, nice and gentle. Okay, so preparing yourself is very, very important about what you're wearing and what you're not wearing, if that makes sense to everybody. So we're going to begin by, you can stand up or sit down. When you do begin with breathing exercises, you will feel a little bit disorientated, you might feel a little bit dizzy. You're not going to faint. That's what we always use if you're standing up, what we call proud eagle's pose, which is legs apart. And that's very important to have legs apart, so that what we do, you're centering yourself, and that position, what we call here at the White Turtle Lodge, is proud eagle's pose. If you are sat down, which I'll show you now, again, just legs apart here. Make sure your back is supported, is straight. I've got a little bit of cushion there on my back, and that's just straight to my back a little bit. And it's just feet flat on the floor, and I always use what I call a sky pose, which is hands or palms facing to the sky. And that's just a nice open pose, ready for my breathing exercises. So if you wanted to go onto the journey of meditation, I would suggest, through the stepping stone of meditation, is begin by doing 10-15 minutes breathing exercises, and that will help with your concentration. Now, a lot of people say meditation is all about stopping you to think, or stopping your thoughts. It's impossible to stop your thoughts. It's impossible not to think. All meditation is that it just raises you up above these clouds and above a vibration where you're able to lift yourself. And our aim is to bring that vibration back with us. It's not about controlling the mind. It's about working with the mind. It's about balancing the mind. A lot of people say it's about controlling the body. I don't believe that. It's about that relationship between the mind, body and spirit. It's about working together in harmony. Nobody's about controlling anybody. It's about working in harmony. And often with meditation music, our recommendation is natural sounds, particularly those that begin in their meditation. Natural sounds, our brains cannot catch on to what we call repetitive sounds. And I know today on my music player, I have got some unnatural sounds by Deuter, which for me is a very good artist in his meditation music, and I would just choose particular songs and bind them together. I'm going to use those sounds today in our meditation, in our guided meditation, and in our breathing exercises. So today we're going to do 4 breathing techniques, and I'm going to show you how to do them sat down so that you can have a good view on what I'm doing as well. So please, I'm going to guide you very slowly in the 4 different breathing techniques. I don't like to rush through, but what I do want to say to everybody as well in the breathing techniques, just take it nice and slow, re-watch the video, and then just apply the right breathing technique that's right for you. I'm not saying that every breathing technique that we do teach here is right for everybody. You'll be drawn to certain breath work more than others. So we're going to begin with the most simple breathing technique. So make sure your feet flat on the floor, that you're nice and comfortable, shoulders are relaxed because we carry a lot of tension in the neck and the shoulders, and just make sure hands, palms are up to the sky. So nice and relaxed. So if you want to keep your eyes open, I will guide you through. So if you just want to listen to my voice, it is better in meditation when you have your eyes closed. Remember when we did the Zen meditation video a few weeks back, a lot of the Zen meditation is with the eyes open, so you can actually go for walks in silence and solitude and have a meditation, but that takes many years of discipline, many years of discipline. So what we're doing now, we're just closing the eyes, and what we're doing is simple breathing technique, which is in through the nose and out through the mouth. That's all we're doing at this moment in time. So just make sure you're nice and relaxed. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Nice deep long breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And each time you breathe in through the nose, my friends, and breathe out through the mouth, you're just going to release any worries, any fears, anything that is holding you back at this moment in time. You're just going to breathe it out. As you exhale through the mouth, you're just going to push all that worry away. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose. I'm just going to play a little bit of this Tibetan singing bowl and just try to focus on your breath work and the sound of the bowl. And the bowl and the sounds in which you will create will assist you in your breath work. So nice deep breaths in through the nose and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. You should feel a little bit lightheaded in your head area. You might even feel like you need to yawn. Yawning is a great way of releasing the energies in the kidney and in the mind there. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. In through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. That's it, my friends. Just going to do a couple of more. In through the nose And breathe out. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe out. And as you hold in this position now, I want you as fast as you can, but in your own rhythm. I breathe quite fast. So you're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth in a steady pace. So we're going to do it together in 1, 2, 3. And relax. Relax your breathing. Just nice, deep, long breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. It's going to wait a couple of moments. And we're going to do the fast abdominal breathing there again in 1, 2, 3. So it's in through the nose, out through the mouth at your own pace, but as quick as you can, as quick as you can manage. Okay, in 1, 2, 3. And relax. Okay, friends. So that should have prepared you a little bit. Just give your hands a bit of a shake, give your feet a bit of a shake, and that's just getting rid of it of that residual energy. Somebody did ask me a few weeks ago why we do shake our hands and legs, and it's just relaxing the tension of the muscles and just flicking away some of that residual energy that resides as we sort of breathing out those blockages. And you should be able to feel a little bit more relaxed. I can feel a little bit of tension in my shoulders building up there, so that's just telling me that I need to relax a little bit more. So we're going to do our second breathing exercise, what we call pursed breath work or pursed up breathing, and we're going to do 2 parts to this, which is very, very simple, which is in through the nose again. So you're inhaling through the nose, but as you're breathing out using your mouth, you're just pursing your lips as if you're whistling. Okay, and you're just going to do that at your own rhythm. So in through the nose, purse your lips, and breathe out through the mouth. So you're inhaling through the nose just as normal, pursing your lips as you're exhaling. I'm going to do that again. So make sure your back's straight. So we're just going to remind you to sit in and make sure that you're sitting in a nice comfortable position, straight back, feet flat on the floor, and your shoulders nice and relaxed, and your hands using sky pose. So in through the nose, purse your lips, and you're breathing out. So remember what we did before, which is just in through the nose and out through the mouth. Not much sound being made. We're creating a bit of a whistling sound, and that's called pursed breathing. Okay, very, very simple. So it's in through the nose. See, look what my mouth's doing. My lips being pursed as I exhale using the outward breath. So inhaling through the nose, purse your lips as you breathe out. So there's a bit of advisement. I'm now going to allow you to do that a couple of minutes on your own now, my friends. And we're going to do that together. So as you continue doing that, my friends, just bring your consciousness, bring your awareness with your body. What's your body telling you? How is it feeling? And you should be able to feel the tension in different parts of the body. And what you're doing then, as you're breathing in and pursing it, breathing out, you're concentrating on those areas, and you're using breath work, using what we call subtle energy, to push that healing energy to those centers, those blockages, and getting rid of them. Very, very simple. Just try that out wherever you are now. So in through the nose, purse your lips as you're breathing out. We're just going to do another 1.5 minutes on this, and just bring your awareness to the different points, to the different parts, that you feel are hurting or a bit uncomfortable. And relax, my friends. Just keep in that position. Give your hands a bit of a shake, give your feet a bit, your ankles a bit of a shake. And what we're going to do now, we're going to do part 2 on pursed breathing, which is alternate breathing, which is breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose, where before we were breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to do the other way around. So don't worry, you might get a little bit confused at the beginning, but it's just about getting into that rhythm. So don't put yourself under any pressure. Put yourself any pressure. And this is a great technique just to relax the heart, lower your vibrations, not to a darker vibration, but really lower the vibrations, relax the heart, relax the body. And it's a great technique that people can use at home if you're having trouble sleeping. So it's a great technique. The only thing with this technique, sometimes you can get very, very cold. It can lower the vibrations in terms of your temperature. So if you're generally a very cold person, I would recommend using this technique at home before you're sleeping. So we're just going to try it now just for a couple of minutes. So it's pursing your lips as you're breathing in, and then breathing out using the nose. So inhaling, pursing the lips through the mouth, exhaling using the nose. So don't worry, just give yourself a smile. Don't put yourself under any pressure. So in through the mouth, as if you're sucking a straw. And that sounds a bit strange, but you're sucking through a straw as you're pursing your lips and exhaling using the nose. So just going to have a bit of a recap there. You're breathing in through the mouth as if you're sucking a straw, so you're pursing your lips, and then you're exhaling using the nose. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose, where before we did it the other way around. So now I'm going to leave that on your own for a couple of minutes, and we're going to do this together. Pursing your lips as you're inhaling through the mouth and as you're exhaling through the nose. And relax. As you can hear my voice change a bit, and probably your voice would change a little bit. And what that is, just altering the vibrations in your voice box. It's just that cool, brisk air, and I can feel my temperature dropping there a little bit, and I can really feel myself really relaxed. I can feel the muzziness, the energy around my head and my third eye, and that's a good sign. So give your hands a bit of a shake. Okay, my friends. So we're going to do our last breathing exercise, which is called breathe focus breath work, which is just there's many different variations of the breath work, or what we call breath focus work, and it's just focusing our energy. There's many different forms, and we're going to encompass what we call releasing. So we are concentrating on releasing worries and anxiousness, a little bit of anger that we might have within us, and it's a great technique to breathe in through the nose, and as you breathe out, you just have a big sigh. And it's just relaxed. So I want you to try that. I'm going to just explain that a little bit better for you so that you fully understand what we're doing. So we're using a simple breath work, which is breathing in through the nose, and as we breathe out through the mouth, we're having a big sigh. And it might sound a bit strange, it might sound a bit strange actually making that sound, but it's a great technique to really relax the mind. Is a great one to really focus and relax the mind. It's great for the heart. We're going to use what we call a different hand posture for this technique. I want you to place either your left or your right, so it's totally up to you. One hand on your heart, one hand on your solar plexus. So, and what that's doing, your solar plexus is your central nervous system. We want to relax the nerves, and we want to relax Shen, which is the spirit of the heart. Okay, if you've got palpitations or anxious as one, and what you're doing, you're going to give yourself some self-healing. So hand posture first, hands, shoulders relaxed, so you should see that nice and firm. Feet flat on the floor, centering yourself. Give yourselves a bit of a smile. Okay, that's brilliant. So wherever you are, just give yourself a big smile. Just relax your shoulders a bit. Okay, and just going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, have a nice long sigh. Oh, and relax. I feel better already. So nice deep breaths in. Oh. I'm going to do one more with you again. Oh. And now we're going to leave you to do that on your own. So make sure your left or right hand's on the heart, solar plexus, breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out, you're having a bit of a release and make a bit of a sound. So you can make a bigger sound if you want a bigger release, and that might build up. Okay, so nice and relaxed, in through the nose, and here we go. Leave you on your own. Oh. 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 Remember, when you're exhaling, my friends, you're just letting go. And that's what we're asking of you to do. Just let go of any fears, any worries. And I feel the beautiful energy that's coming from my heart and my beautiful spirit. So I'm just going to do this for about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, because it's a great technique to use after work, after an argument, after something quite traumatic, a bit of trauma. So it's great to use this technique. So in through the nose, and as you breathe out, a big sigh. Oh. And just imagine as you breathe out that all your worries is released from the body. Oh. 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 And relax, and just circle your heart, your chest, just circle around, just rub your chest and rub your stomach, and give your hands a bit of a shake and give yourself a smile. Okay, have a little bit of drink of water. That you're nice and relaxed. Okay, give your hands a bit of a shake. Okay, for this part now, my friends, we're going to work on some Kiahannah hand techniques, and we're going to work on the brown chakra and also the root chakra, both in the lower frequency chakra. Is great for grounding, great for centering ourselves. You can do these techniques with the garden, and it's great. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to play the Tibetan singing bowl as we begin doing some what we call a visualization using the brown energy. And that's just breathing in brown energy and breathing back out, using inhaling through the nose now, exhale using the mouth, through just relaxing. And I want you to do this actually stood up. So this is preparing yourself. So know that you're nice and relaxed, sat on your chair, my friends. What I want you to do is to now stand up if you can, as we're going to do the brown chakra. Okay, the brown chakra. And I'm going to show you where the brown chakra is located. There are actually 4 techniques for the brown chakra and there are 7 for the root chakra. So don't worry, I'll go through them step by step. But what we want to do is open up the brown chakra first. Okay, so make sure you're nice and comfortable, stood up, legs apart. Okay, and I'm just going to play a little bit of this Tibetan singing bowl and then I'm going to show you the technique. So as you breathe in, I want you to visualize the different shades of brown. And if you struggle to visualize, just imagine the colour of the trunk of a tree, of a beautiful oak tree, or whatever kind of tree that you want to visualize. And just to visualize as you breathe in, you're stepping closer to the branches of the tree, you're stepping closer to the trunk of the tree. I just want you to remember that. So it's just what we call visualization, visualizing a colour as we do some breathing techniques. So it's in through the nose, and visualize breathing in through the nose, breathe in the brown energy, and breathe out using the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, the brown energy, and breathe out using the mouth. Breathe in the brown energy through the nose, and breathe out using the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, breathe in the brown energy, and breathe out through the mouth. So don't worry, I do that quite quick, but make sure you're in your own technique, in your own rhythm. So I'm going to allow you to do that for a couple of minutes, just on your own now, my friends. Pull in the brown energy. Just remember the brown colour, the brown energy as you breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Just imagine that beautiful brown energy just encompassing the whole body, encompassing all your legs and your ankles and all your lower back, your hips, your hip joints, your bottom, your coccyx, your sacrum joints, your spine. Just again take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, that's brilliant. What I need to do now, my friends, I'm just going to turn around because you'll need to see what I'm actually doing using my hand, how I'm using my hands in terms of my physical body. So the first technique that we're going to use is called Bai Peng. And this is hands on the back of the hips, okay, which is, remember we're going to incorporate, my friends, my brothers and sisters, we're going to encompass in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you might not be able to see me, but I'm just going to turn around and utilise that breathing technique. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, using this breathing technique. So just move your hands to the back and just on top of the board, to the crease of the bottom, one either side in the bottom, down your lower back there. And look what my shoulders are doing in the front. Okay, so they're pointing out. Make sure your back's nice and straight so you can lean in and lean back out. So, and release your stomach outwardly there. And it's just positioning my hand just above my bottom there, underneath by my coccyx, the crease of the bottom. So shoulders are here, as you can see at the back here. So nice deep breaths in through the nose and breathe out. And if you want, just lift your legs up a bit. Just breathe in, just keep your hands where they are, nice and secure. And relax your hands, just very gently. And I'm just going to turn around so you'll be able to see me again. So I hope you've understood that one. So that one's called Bai Peng. We're going to do our second one on the brown chakra, it's called Shu Weng, which is hands crossed at the middle of the coccyx. So again, I'm trying to instill the breath work throughout these techniques. So it's in through the nose and out through the mouth. So even though I'm speaking, try to incorporate the breath work as you're doing the hand technique. So it's in through the nose, out through the mouth. So take nice deep breaths in. So the hand technique, as you're giving you self-healing, visualization and breath work will work together. So you're burning up on that subtle edge. So I'm just going to turn around, just going to show you what I'm doing. So I'm just going to get my left or right hand just above my coccyx there, and just going to move the other one on top of it. So one hand over the other. Okay, if you're struggling, just move it further down or move it further up. So whatever you're nice and comfortable with. So this is great for the shoulders, great for the spine, great for the lower back. And what I would suggest, just move your hips side by side. Look what my hips are doing. Just side by side, swinging just gently like the bamboo. And just breathe in through the nose and breathe out. So this is great, just movement of energy. Look what I'm doing now, just nice and gently. And I can feel all my hip joints, my lower back. Just a couple of more minutes, just move your hips, make sure your legs are a bit apart. And you can move your hips like this, slowly or faster, depends what you're trying to create. And relax your hands nice and gently, slide it to the side. Give your hands a bit of a shake, stretch them at the side. Okay, and nice and relaxed. So what we've done so far, we've done Bai Peng, Shu Weng, and we're now going to do Tao. Tao. Okay, this is hands at the bottom, at the side, and across. Okay, so this is basically, again, so I'm going to turn around. So hands at the side here, and what I'm going to do there, I'm just going to circle around on my bottom of my hip and just rubbing it to the back and up and to the back. So this is great again, so just circle around, just move your hips or to your bottom and to your lower back, to your hips and up. You can do faster or harder, it's totally up to you. So this is called Dao. So a nice deep breath in through the mouth, in through the nose, I do apologise, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And relax. So it's a nice easy one, that one. And to give your hands a little bit of a shake, give your hands a bit of a shake. Alright, so okay, just lift the legs up a little bit. Okay, just keep that flexibility moving and just swing your hands side by side. That's it. And what are you doing? Just relaxing as you're using the breath work. Remember, incorporate the breath work in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you want to incorporate the pursed breath work or the breath focused breathing, that is up to you. So you can use whatever technique you're comfortable with. So I'm going to show you the final technique, which is called Now in King. Now in King, okay, which is just the hands at the side of the hips, and you're just rubbing at the side of the hips. Where before we were doing that, this is just a great technique at the side of the hips and the side of the leg. Okay, and you can do that. You can move forward to the side, nice and gentle, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. So I'm just going to leave you just for a minute, just on your own. And relax, give your hands a bit of a shake. That's brilliant, that's fantastic. Okay, give yourself a smile show yourself that respect and that love. Okay, so that's the brown chakras. We're now going to take you to the root chakra. There's a few more hand techniques for the root chakra, but before we do that, we're going to prepare the root chakra. And I've got a beautiful crystal red singing bowl that I'm going just to play just for a couple of minutes as we visualize the beautiful color red, the ruby red, the lovely different vibrant reds, jasper red. So whatever you want to visualize. So stand up, legs apart, so take nice deep breaths in through the nose and breathe out using the mouth. And as you do that, as you breathe in, you're going to breathe in the love and the light of the red colour. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in the red energy as you breathe in through the nose, my friends. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in the red energy and bring in the red energy as we're going to work with the root chakra. So what we're going to do now, we're going to begin. Make sure you're nice and relaxed, give your hands a bit of a shake. So remember to incorporate the breath work in through the nose and out through the mouth. I feel really chilled now, playing the red singing bowl. That's really centered me. That's a lovely vibration that I've needed today. So we're going to do the first technique, which is called ping, P-I-N-G, ping, which is hand on each side of the groin. So nice and gentle. So this is one that you can actually face, where before with the brown I had to turn around and show you. Excuse me. And we're going to hands just at the side of the groin here, the crease of the groin here, located this position. I'm just going to put my hands at the side here, nice and firm, nice and tight, and that's just working. So the different hand positions are placed at different parts of the body because the different points and different energy systems that we're accessing there. So again, breathing in deep in through the nose and out through the mouth, and you can move your hips side by side, keep your legs apart. So if you like that, you're going to be a little bit out of balance. So you're centering yourself, so you're nice and strong, nice and firm. Hands at the groin here, and breathe in and breathe out, and try to visualize that red energy building up. It's a great technique, building up through the feet to the groin, to your root chakra in the groin area. So hands at the side here, your thumbs could be touching, and nice and firm. So I'm going to leave that to you now. So in through the nose and breathe out. Go a little bit further, or might go a little bit slower. That's totally up to you, but just keep your hands in the ping position. And a final deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and relax. Give your hands a bit of a shake. What we're going to do now, we're going to do the next position called Lan, L-A-N, Lan position. And this is a very simple technique, which is the hip joint, which is further up here, not to the side of the hip there. We want the hip joint put us right up on here, as you can feel the hip joint at the side there, and just support it, but placing both your hands there at the top bit. Okay, so a lot of people are further down, so make sure the hip joint is a little bump that comes up here. Okay, so make sure your hands are nice and firm now, and that's a real good stabilizing, good grounding technique. So Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and visualize the red, and this is called lamb. And relax your hands, just very nice and gently give your ankles a bit of a shake, give your hands a bit of a shake, and we're going to do our third one for the root, which is called my technique. Okay, and this is very simple. This is actually on your groin. Place one hand on your groin and the other hand on top of it, and that's good for protection, that's good for centering, good for protection. So nice and stabilized here. And you can just move the legs, move the hips. As you breathe in, you're just going to release all those worries. And this all helps the kidneys, your bladder, your abdomen. Okay, so nice deep breaths in through the nose. And as you breathe in, just imagine all the beautiful red energy. And just smile, just to show yourself that respect and that love. See? So I've just had a bit of a release there, so that's a good release. So if you need to yawn, you can yawn, that's perfectly fine. And relax, relax. So just give your hands a bit of a shake. Okay, we're going to our next technique, which is called tie, which is rubbing hands from the groin to the knee only. So we're going to have our hands on the groin there, and we're just going to start that position again. So it's called tie. So legs apart, nice and deep breaths in through the nose, and rub into the knees, bending my back and raising back up, back to the groin. So as you breathe out, you're going down and you're rubbing at the top of the legs to the knees and pushing the energy out. So look what I'm doing. And just smile. And relax. Give your hands and your legs a bit of a shake. I feel so relaxed. I can feel my kidneys relax. I can feel my body relax. I feel like jelly now. How do you feel? Comment after and tell us what you felt, what you've experienced, what you're seeing, what you're feeling. And that's great. That's a great indication that something's going off there in the body. We're going to do a second to last now of our root chakra technique, Kiahannah technique, which is called Muay Thai, which is a great technique. And I would suggest actually doing this sat down, just this technique. And it's a great indication. So make sure if you can, you're leaning a little bit so your back's not supported. So you're leaning a little bit away from your chair. So feet flat on the floor. And what we're going to do, we're going to work on 3 parts, which is clenching your fist. Just banging and clenching your fist nice and firm all the way to the knee. So start from your groin and working down. And if you want to work back up, you can, or back down. So it's totally up to you. Okay, so that's 1. And now move to the sides. Clench your fist to the sides. That's 2. So remember, clench your fist, starting from the groin to the top of your thighs to your knees, and back down again. You can do that as many times as you want. So remember the breath work, in through the nose, out through the mouth. To the side of your thighs. Oh, I can really feel that. Feel that tension. 2. And then as I'm coming back up, I'm going to work between my legs. So look what my legs are doing, just opening up a bit. And back up to the top, to the side, and into the middle part of the legs. And that's a great technique to activate those channels. So let's do it again. But make sure you show yourself respect. Don't hurt yourself, of course. And relax, relax, and just do stay seated for the next one. This next one is called Shung Nai, which is just lean over and just work on one knee first and just rub above and the back. Look what I'm doing, just rubbing and nice and firm, just at the back of the knees, just below the knees and the back, and just nice and firm as if you're encompassing like a bandage, like beautiful energy. And then just move to the other leg. And then just, you can do one leg a bit longer than the other there with the knee, because one might need a bit more healing. So just rubbing it down, and just rub the other down. That's perfect. Give your hands a bit of a shake. And this last technique, which is all about balance, and it's called Chai Wing, okay, which is just leaning. With what we're going to do first, which might be a little bit better for everybody to understand, is we're going to keep the left foot as it is, and we're going to move the right foot, the centre of the right foot, just lean it right over and just place it over the toes there, as you can see here. Okay, that's a better position. I'm just going to stand a bit on the side here, right to the side, and just hands on the hips here. Breathe in, and that's great for balance. So if you're struggling for balance, you need to look at things that are going to balance it and centre you. Okay, so nice deep breaths in through the nose. So all we're doing is you're moving the right leg, feet both flat on the floor, a little part of that right foot over the left foot. And what I'm doing, I'm just centering ourselves. Just imagine you're fishing in the middle of the ocean, and you can imagine those fishermen standing on one of those large sticks and leaning, and actually look how balanced they are. Look how balanced I am now. Can you do that? Okay, so nice and balanced. Okay, so in through the nose, and you just move your hands to the side, up and down. And relax. And what we're going to do now, I'm going to turn over, and we're now going to move the left leg, the left foot, okay, right over to the right foot. So those that can see it, let me just move over to the camera there a little bit. Okay, so again, hands on the hips, so nice deep breaths in through the nose. And you can swing your hands, and you can lift them up to the air. Just test your balance. It's a great one to test your balance. And just relax, relax, relax. So that concludes our 2 Kiahannah techniques. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to finish off with a message from the spirit world. I've got some what I call spirit guide cards that I wish to share with you. I'm going to choose 3. The power of 3 is a very powerful number, and we're going to choose the power of 3 to create the pyramid of change, that pyramid of love. So we're going to see what message the spirit one wants to bring to all of us today. So these are lovely cards that I've had quite a while. These are little golden guide cards, and there's many different teachers on there with different messages, and I'm going to choose 3. So I'm going to shuffle these cards and send out your love and your light to these cards, and these messages are going to be for you, for me, for mankind. So whatever will happen, what's happening in the world. And we chose a beautiful card yesterday from Little Raven, which was courage, have courage, which is so apt what's needed within humanity at the moment. So I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to put my cushion back to sort my back here, so nice and comfortable. I'm just going to blow into the cards, give them a bit of a shake, and now I'm going to fan the cards open. I'm just going to be guided. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Okay, so let's have a look what Spirit wished to say to us. I just don't believe it. What a wonderful first card. And it's called Gaia card, the Earth card. So she is Mother Earth. And she says, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth and stay grounded. And that's amazing, because that's what we've just been doing, haven't we? We've been working on the root chakra, and the brown chakra, which was all about grounding, connecting with the earth. I think that's absolutely amazing. So that's a beautiful card. Let me just bring that closer to the camera there. And that's a fantastic card, that. And there's lovely blues and the oceans, and she is the spirit of the earth, Gaia. Be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, stay grounded. And that's what's happening with all of us at the moment. What a fabulous card that is. So let's have a look at the second card, which is another fantastic card, what we've been doing and what's happening in the earth. And it's El Moya. And it says awakening presence. And I think that's what's happening with all of us at the moment. We're awakening to this other energy, lifting the vibrations. And it says the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. And I think that what that card's telling us is that it's the great battle between light and dark. But I think what the universe is teaching us, saying what's happening to the earth is what's needing to happen. It's about reinstating, reconnecting the earth's fields, the portals, because they've been lowered for far too long. And we've got to lift those very vibrations. And the universe is obviously with us at the moment. And the last card here that we've got, it says Mercury, which is one of the guides from Greece, ancient Greece. Sorry, I didn't show you that last card, those that didn't see it, El Moya, there in front of the camera. And I'll just show you the last card there with our brother Mercury, which also in a way is the planet Mercury. Okay, and it says open communication. And I think that's what's needing at the moment. We're learning, I feel, what's happening on the earth. We're learning how to re-communicate. And it's not using technology as ways of communication, but communicating within our own spirits, reconnecting with the systems of the earth, communicating with plants and trees and crystals and sound and energy. And it says, get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. And I think this is also a little bit what I was saying in the beginning about sending your love and your light out to the politicians, where a lot of the communication is very fragmented, very confusing, very distorted. And we've got to act in love, not act in anger. Okay, so get a weight off your chest. Don't hold it in. Express it with love. And I think there are 3 fantastic messages. And on behalf of myself and from Chris and the Purple Mountain team here at the Purple Mountain, I hope that you've had a wonderful afternoon. I know that I have. I feel absolutely red hot. I feel absolutely relaxed and exhilarated. We thank them for the cards and the singing bowls. And tomorrow, I believe we're going to do another video that is based on some crystal healing. Crystals that we can use that are related to animal healing and plant healing, which I think is very relevant and it's very interesting knowledge. So me and Chris will be doing some teaching, a little bit of a teaching session tomorrow on the whiteboard there about the different crystals that anybody can use at home. So crystal healing is so simple. So I know that a lot of us, I've got a love for animals, and it's very, very interesting stuff, so watch that space. I'd like to also thank everybody that have donated. Keep donating to the Purple Mountain spiritual page, which is located as you scroll down. It is on our Facebook page there, and please continue donating whatever you can. If it's just £1, it all goes towards ensuring the Purple Mountain's open. I know with the guidelines that have been given to us by the government, it doesn't look likely that all the churches and centres and places of worship can be opened until July, which my heart sunk when that happened. But we've got to remain positive. Stay safe, my beautiful friends, and thank you very much for allowing me to connect with you. I say namaste and God bless.